Welcome, welcome. Hi, Krista. Hi, White's Creative Design. Hi, Kitchen Table Creations. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Sherry from Sunshine Designs. I hope you're feeling better. Okay, I'm just going to sit, y'all. Well, thank you for being here. Tell me your name. Tell me your name, White's Creative Designs. Thank you for being here. I hope y'all are having an amazing Tuesday. Hello, hello. Thank you, Krista. I didn't get to put it in Crafty Friends. It would not let me. So if you would like and wouldn't care, well, you probably can't because I don't think I have your new profile on there. That's okay. I'll put it after. It'll be okay. Hello, hello. Hi, Carol Ruth. Hi, Miss Jim. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. It's so good to see everyone. Thank you for sprinkling me out. I'm so excited to be a part of this event today to celebrate Carol Ruth. I've watched some of the creators so far, not all of them. I've been helping my daughter a little bit today. I wish I had a mod with me today, but I don't. But if anyone sees anything out of the way, just let me know, and I will quickly delete that. Hello, hello. I'm doing okay, Deborah Campbell. Thank you for asking. I've had some ups and downs. Haven't felt my best, but I'm trying to get there to a balance. As many of you know, I've just been having an up and down with my blood pressure. Kind of messes things up sometimes. When we went on the meet and greet, I haven't even gotten to go live since the meet and greet. I wanted to go live and show all of my goodies, but there was a lot of creators. If you caught any of those that went to the meet and greet, you got to see all the goodies that all the creators brought for each other and for all those that came to meet us. But we had a wonderful time. It was so neat to get to meet everyone. And today's event is focused on Carol Ruth, and I enjoyed meeting her so much. She's a very eccentric person. I hope that's a good word. I think that's a good word. It's a good word to me. She loves life and she wants to enjoy every moment. So she likes to have a lot of fun. And she made me laugh. And we just had a really good time. My youngest daughter, I didn't get COVID. No. I just been dealing with my blood pressure. I think what it is I'm needing less medicine, and at times my body says, no, you need more. And I'm trying to find that balance. So when I went on the trip, my doctor had me on taking 5 milligrams in the day and 10 at night. That's what I was getting ready to go into. After I got back from the trip, I went back to the doctor, and she told me she felt like I needed to take 10 in the morning and 5 at night. But even with 5 at night, sometimes it's getting too low in the morning. So I'm trying to figure it out. And my heart rate gets a little out of whack when my blood pressure gets, and if I'm on my feet a lot, my blood pressure can get a little high, and if it's just a little weird. But I'm okay. I'm going to be fine. But let me tell you, so I got to meet Carol Ruth. We had so much fun. We got to just laugh. You know, sometimes you just need that time of just laughing until you're ready to cry. And Friday night, I enjoyed it so very much. We stayed in the foyer some, and I do have a craft today. I wanted to talk for a few minutes because I haven't been able to be live much. And so my youngest daughter came, Madison, and she had so much fun. Carol Ruth, and Kathy, and so many that I can't even call everybody's name. They all treated us like we were family. My daughter felt very included, very a part, and she's like me. She's kind of backwards sometimes and shy, but she came out of her comfort zone. She even left me in the room and went out and visited without me, which is very out of her ordinary. But she loved it, and they all treated her so well, and I couldn't have asked for a better time. I did have a little blood pressure issue Saturday night, so I couldn't stay out there as long, and my body was kind of tired from everything because I'm not a go person. Carol Ruth told me, she said, I'm an introvert, and so this is way out of my comfort zone. And she says, when I get home, I'm going to be very tired. And that's how I felt. I was just totally zapped, very zapped. And so I'm finally getting back into calming down and getting myself straight. So with that said, today's event is a 10K birthday / 10K party. Next week, or this Sunday coming, is Carol Ruth's birthday. So they are combining a 10K party because she reached her 10K on her page, and a birthday celebration all in one. And so we've had an amazing group of creators before me. We have a many more after me, and you don't want to miss it. Plus, we have a full day tomorrow from... You should see this cat. Come here. Come up here and see everybody. I know you can jump up here. Come on. Come here. Come see everybody. Look at this. This is one of my babies. No, you gotta see everybody. If you're gonna jump up here, you gotta say hi. This is Blaze. And he's wanting my attention right now. My other kitty is Stormy. So, I just want to encourage you to go and see all these creators. And I think he's wanting outside. Hannah must have came in and let him in and then left. I don't know. So anyway, Carol Ruth is an introvert. Yes. Well, that's what she says. She's an outgoing person, but she's an introvert. That's what she told me. That's I misunderstood her. I'm an introvert. I know. I read a post the other day, and it said, you know, an introvert can be out. Some people think an introvert can't talk to anybody. They're so shy they don't communicate. They can't do this live thing. I'm very much of an introvert. I can do this, but I can't do this a lot. When I'm out a lot socially, I have to have time to be in. And that's how it was explained. Yeah. So, you know, it's hard to explain. Not all introverts are antisocial people that can't. They can push themselves, and they can be an outward person. But sometimes then they have to have recovery time. That's how I feel. But anyway, here we are. So I'm going to, I have pre-prepped a board. This is one of the boards that I got, and my husband, it was the odd shape, and he cut them into square for me. I pre-painted it, pre-drilled me 2 holes in it, and ready, because I'm going to stencil on it. And so You're definitely, she was definitely the life of the party. She was. They came riding around. I'm sure y'all have seen the photos, riding around on them blow up, dinosaur, rooster, and unicorn. It was so fun. I laughed and laughed and laughed at them. And it was an amazing time. And I'm hoping I get to go next year. So if you didn't get to come this year, plan to go with us next year. It's going to be somewhere in Tennessee. I feel like it's probably going to be in East Tennessee. But I haven't heard that. But as soon as they know the location, it'll get shared. I'm not close to East Tennessee. I live in Tennessee, but I'm on the opposite side of the state. But that probably is the best area, in my opinion, to have it. I live close to Memphis, but I don't go there. The anxiety inside of me for Memphis is no. I have been to Nashville, and there are some good gathering places there, but it is a very traffic, busy, and so is Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, but you can sometimes find a gathering place that you feel comfortable with. They're looking at, that's what I thought. The good thing about Gatlinburg is if they can find a place, a hotel or something that'll let us use their area, if they get a place in Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge, you can walk or ride the tram or whatever and not have to drive your car as much. We did that the last time we went, and we had so much fun. We rode the tram, and we just loved it. We loved it. Of course, I used to live up there, so I kind of know the area. This is the stencil I'm doing today. It's the first time I've used it. I just recently purchased it. It says, follow your heart, not the herd. And when I was trying to think of something that I could piece together with Carol Ruth. I didn't have a dinosaur. I didn't have any of the other, I'm not a big mushroom person, so I didn't have a lot of mushroom stuff. But this saying makes me think of her, because she's definitely goes her own direction. She's not one to say, be exactly like me, or I'm going to be exactly like you. She's going to be herself. And that's exactly how I feel about this, is be you. Be you. And most of the time, your heart will lead you to the right direction. I'm hesitant with that, follow your heart, because sometimes your heart take you the wrong way. But we're going to say it's going to lead us the right direction. So, this is a brand new stencil, so I'm going to fuzz it. And thank you all for being here. I hope you are enjoying the event. Carol Ruth has been looking forward to this for ever since they started playing in it. And I was so honored to be able to be a part of it. Let me tell you, when I arrived at our meet and greet, and I was a little late. We were driving in on Friday because my friend had to work Thursday night, so we couldn't leave early. So we had to get up early Friday morning. We left here at 5 a.m. Or 5:30. Might have been 5:30. And headed that way. And by the time we got there, the meet and greet that was scheduled only had like an hour, a little over an hour. So I didn't get to set up my stuff or anything, which was fine. I had only brought a few things in case somebody wanted to buy something I made, but it wasn't a big deal. And I walked around and handed out my little goodies to people instead of worrying about setting up a table. And that was great. That was fine. And so I fuzzed that several times. I did pre-prep my surface a little bit because I found that stencils will stick to a freshly painted surface. So I do spray it with some clear spray before I do it. Some people don't. I do. So when I got there and I was seeing different people and hugging different people and greeting different people and making sure that, because I have been communicating with these people for such a long time, and to put them in person in front of you is just like a totally different situation. And so walking around trying to meet people and say hello. And so I went downstairs because Kathy got a hold of me, and we went downstairs to go see the people downstairs. And Carol Ruth was one of the first ones down that I seen when we went down the stairs. And she had her hands full of stuff, and she sits it down and she gets out my ATC card that she had made me. And she's holding it, and I meant to get it. I have it right over there. She gets that card, and she's holding it like this. And she's so excited to give me this ATC card. And y'all, I about cried. I felt so honored that she had made a card specifically for me. I was so honored by that. And it was such a beautiful card. If I get a chance, I'll get it out. I got my bag of goodies hanging right over there. I'll get it out and show y'all. It is beautiful. It has a cross on it. And then it has a, on the back, it has an anchor, and I think it says the anchor holds. You love cows? Oh, good. I didn't know that. See, I learned something about Carol Ruth today. I was watching Kathy and on my brain just left me, Marsha's live this morning. And all the things and all the facts. And I knew some of the answers, but I didn't know them all. Carol Ruth crafts really late at night. And a lot of times I can't watch late at night. And I don't think about going back on replays all the time. And some of hers, if she has her little warning, I don't generally watch. Sorry. But I appreciate those warnings. Because everybody's different. So I'm doing this in black. And the reason I'm doing it in black is that I'm going to do a initial thing. And then I'm going to go back. And y'all, I'm doing this a little different. I'm not using chalk paste. I'm using ink. And the reason I'm doing ink, some people don't like to do ink on a surface, but I like to do ink on a surface if I'm going to do what I'm going to do to this. I know that sounds really crazy. I wish I had Hannah here, though. Because I need to wash this. And I don't think I even have water. Y'all may have to miss me for a second and let me go run water on this. Because ink will ruin your stencil if it stays in. Oh, y'all, it bled a little bit. It'll be okay, though. I think I could touch that up. But you can use ink on a surface. It did bleed a little bit on my letters. That's okay. Hold on. I'm sorry. I got to leave the room for a second. I don't want to ruin my stencil. I'm back. Sorry about that. But stencils, I cannot ruin. I just knocked something in the floor. So I'll show you. It did bleed just a little bit, but it'll be okay because I think I could touch it up. So what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to dry this. The only thing the reason that I feel like it bled was, for one, I'm using ink on a surface instead of fabric. If it had been fabric, it would have absorbed into the fabric, but I'm on a surface. Ink is thinner than paste, so sometimes it'll seep under your stencil a little bit. But overall, I love it. I can take a paintbrush and I can touch up those little bits of blur. But I'm going to do something to my surface. Sorry I have my loud dryer. I have misplaced my quiet one. I used it for something and it didn't get put back where it's supposed to go. Okay. My hands are wet. Make sure. It's still just a little bit tacky, y'all. Just a little bit. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for talking to each other. I'm sorry, I'm probably missing a ton of comments. I will try to go back and read them. I hope we haven't had any comments from any crazies. I've been seeing a lot of strange names pop up. And making sure I'm not missing nothing like that. You can find the lives. Yes, you can find the lives. There's several groups that are in the description that you can go to and you can see all the lives. I've been trying to, the Anchor Holds. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's what's on my ATC card, y'all. I don't know what that was. It just popped up. Reactions are now enabled with iOS 17. What in the world? I don't know what that was. Okay. Are you in the house too? Here's the other one. You want to come say hi? Come here. Show everybody your face. Come here, Stormy. Come here. Come here. Come here. She won't come. She's an introvert. You gonna come see? Stormy. I want you to see her. She won't let me. I'm a cat person too. I used to think I was a dog person. I'm not. I'm a cat person. Okay, so what I have in mind is, will you come here? Come here. Stormy. Isn't that a stinker? She comes up and acts like she wants me to get her and then she runs. Is I'm going to fill in some of these flowers with some color. Make a heart. Is that what it's telling me with the iOS? Yay! And then you got your, doesn't it do something with thumbs up? Maybe not. There's something that does thumbs. I don't know. Kitchen table. There's a thumb. But there's a couple more symbols. I can't remember what they are. Okay, so I'm going to take some paint. Are you seriously? It's like having little kids. It's seriously like having kids. I'll be right back, y'all. like having kids. Okay. Let me get me a little tray for some paint. I got a little tray. I'm going to squirt some paint. I'm just going to do some pinks, some yellow. I think I'm going to leave my cow the color, the black and white. A little bit of yellow. Oh, that's a lot. Didn't mean to put out that much yellow. Okay. Now, to find the right brush. I need a little tiny brush. Hope this one will work. Hi, Sherry. I'm so happy to see every one of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for telling your friends that we're live. Is that a fish Madison crocheted? This one, it's one of them bumblebees. It's in different color. It's one of the little bees. And then up here, this is my little koala. He stays in every life. My koala. And she also made me these doilies. Oops. The only thing about my Maddie and her crochet, I thought she might be on here, and she may be, and I may have missed her. She tells me all the time, Mama, I was on your live, and you didn't even say hi. And I'll tell her, I said, I can't help it, baby. Sometimes I can't keep up when I'm crafting. So, the only thing about Maddie and crochet is it has to be on her terms. She has to feel like doing it and want to do it. And then she can really accomplish a whole lot. But if you're trying to push her, like if somebody wants to order something, she kind of gets overwhelmed. So I always tell her, I say, baby, just make what you want to make. And if you want to put it up and try to sell it, then do that. But if it's too overwhelming to do orders, don't take orders. So that's what she's kind of done. She occasionally will make something somebody request, but she's working on making a blanket for her and her husband's bed, which is a big job. She has to do it in a little bit at a time and take breaks, and her husband doesn't quite understand that. He's like, just sit down and do it. So I am just, you love your crochet? Yes, Lisa, I've seen some of the things you've made. I missed your live. I'm sorry. I caught the very end of it and your outfit. And you're bolder than me by playing that music. I'm scared to do that. Facebook kicked me off. Yeah, she loves crochet. She's made me dishcloths. She's made small animals. She makes blankets. She just has to be in the right frame of mind. See how I'm painting that in? So I'm going to paint some in, and then I'm going to dry it. And then I'm going to lay my stencil back on top. If I don't get done, I'm going to lay it on top and have all the details put back. So you can do that with stenciling. And if I'm going to do something like this, that's one reason I prefer to do my stencil. I probably should take these glasses off. It's one reason I prefer to do my stencil in ink because then I don't risk the chalk smudging or from the paint. I can't see comments if I take crocheted a queen size Afghan for your bed. It took you 3 months. Yeah. Madison's making a queen size. She's probably got a little over half of a twin done, and then she's taking a break. I'm like, okay, get busy. But again, she's not that kind of person. If she feels pushed, she gets anxious, and she'll make mistakes, and so you can't really push her. She's made some of the most adorable bunnies. She makes like a vintage boy and girl, and we had so many people wanting them, it just overwhelmed her. She has a boy, and he just needs his clothes. And I said, you make his clothes, and that'll be Mama's. I want him so bad. She told me she was going to do that for my birthday. And I didn't get him. I'm going to have to remind her. So I did another pink there. Oh no, I'm sorry. Did they give you... I missed that. Got flagged. Who got flagged? I missed it. Was it Lisa? I was worried about that. Kill Ruth. No, I'll have to share the revenue. Oh, okay. Oh, that's why I was worried. See, I was told if you were in a private group, you could do that. So, my church, our puppet team does songs, and they do puppets with the songs. So we had a puppet show, and we did it live in our private group for our church. And they flagged it. And I was like, what? This is a private group. I thought we were allowed to do it in private groups. They never did anything with it. They never blocked the music. They just sent me a message and told me that I could get a violation. But I never had anything come of it. That was like, it's been almost a month ago. So I was like, I don't think they know their own rules. And we do live music with our church singing in that group, and they don't ever flag that. But if it's pre-recorded music, they flagged it. Because it was the actual artist, I guess. Anyways. So I'm going to put one up here of this bright pink. Hi, Patty. She is currently in your lap. Is it a dog? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Krista likes, she has doggies. I got kitties. I love my kitties, but I told my husband, I said, I'm when something happens to these, you know, eventually life and death comes to everything. I said, I don't think I want any more animals. But I might change my mind. Who knows? Okay. So, I got pink, bright pink flowers. Yeah, I forgot to grab me I took my paper towels out of here the other day because we were out in the other room and I forgot to get me a roll put back. Out of paper towels. So what I'm going to do next is some yellow. I'm going to do some yellow flowers. And don't forget, I know this looks kind of funny, but I'm going to overlay my stencil back on top after I dry this, so the details from the flowers will show. So I know it looks like I'm painting over the lines, but when we lay that stencil back on top, you won't notice that I'm painting over the lines. The cat boxes get you, yeah. My cats are outside most of the day. Even in the winter, they don't stay inside all the time. They're in and out. So I have a litter box, but they don't use it a lot. My daughter has a totally inside cat, and that litter box gets bad quick. So ouch. That hurt. Yes, the stencil is from Magnolia. Hi, Brittany. Yeah, you can get, if you love cats and don't like litter boxes, if you want to pay the money, they have some really fancy litter boxes now that you can get, and that basically clean themselves. I have not done that. And the kind of litter I use, to me, it's not bad. I used to use a different brand, but I started using the Walmart brand. It's just as good as the name brand. But it's a clumping litter, and it's got these crystals in it, and it does really good. It doesn't have the dust like a lot of litter. And my husband cannot stand the dust from litter. He can't handle cleaning a litter box at all. So if I ever got where I was too sick to clean the litter box, we would probably have to leave our cats outside all the time or something. That, or he'd wear a gas mask. He cannot. And it don't even smell that bad. And he's like, it's the dust, though, that gets him. He cannot handle the dust from litter. Okay, there's 3 of those. I'm going to do a light pink on the other ones. Your dryer is done. You got 7 cats and 7 litter boxes. Wow. I have one cat, my male, the one I showed you on the live. He won't use a litter box. He goes to the door. At night, we make sure he goes outside before bedtime. In the morning, he's ready to go as soon as we get up. So it's just like you would a dog. He will not use litter box. Only my female uses litter box. She actually will come in from outside and go use the litter box. Oh, what kind of dog is that, Krista, that's getting to you? I had a little mixed breed dog when I got married. Oh, she was my baby. And my husband, her name was Nina. And my husband he didn't grow up with pets. He didn't grow up with pets. And so he was like, she's going to have to be an outside dog. I said, oh, no, she's an inside dog. I said, and if you marry me, you're going to have an inside dog. And he's like, really? I have never had a dog live inside my house. And I said, well, I'm so sorry. But she's an older dog and she is going to go in the house. And of course he gave in. And by just a few months of her being in the house with us, I have a picture of her in the bed cuddled up to him. She had a tumor, and that's eventually what she passed away from. But she was probably about 14 years old when she passed away. And we never got another dog after her. We tried to get one for the kids one time, and it was just too hyper. It was. I say we never got a dog after her. My daddy had a dog, a miniature rat terrier. He couldn't take care of, and ended up living at my house. And then after he passed away, Tiny got real sick, and we ended up putting Tiny down because he couldn't stand up to go to the bathroom. But he had issues from the time he was born. Okay, so let me show y'all what we got. So as I said, you see how some of the lines are painted over? I'm going to lay the stencil on top again on that part, and I'm going to stencil over. I'm probably not going to stencil my words over, just that part. And then I'm going to come in with white paint and fix my blurs on my letters. If you see that they're a little blurred, I can touch that up with a fine point paintbrush and make that look better. Trying to think. I think I'm going to keep the cow black and white. He's just going to be a black and white cow. So I'm going to dry this. What? Carol Ruth is grounded from commenting. Oh, why do they do that to us? It's such a special event and she can't comment. That makes me so mad. I was saying the little guy Madison crocheted me. I missed that, Krista. She's a chocolate lab mix. Oh no. I'm not going to ask what that stands for. I'm not sure what you're saying. Show us. I'm going to show you that when I lay the stencil back on. I miss you too, Tammy. I hope you're getting better. Okay. That's better. I get it now. I get it. Okay, so I dried that. Make sure it's good and dry. I don't want to get any paint in my stencil. I think it's dry. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I've got my stencil and I took and washed it real fast. And before, I'm probably going to do this at the very end because I'm going to have to take and wash it again. See, when you use ink with these stencils, you don't need to leave the ink on the stencil. You need to wash it pretty quickly, or else you will hurt your stencil. If ink gets dried inside of that, inside of the stencil, it'll ruin it. So that's why I was so adamant that I had to go wash it. I should have brought me some water in here so I could wash it, but I didn't. So I'm going to lay this right here for right now because I'm going to wait just a minute on that. And I'm going to put a hanger. I love to use, when I do one of these signs, I love to use a wired hanger because it gives it more strength, because this is a heavy board. This is not a lightweight. Now, if you were doing a lightweight board, you could just do jute. But this is heavier, so I like to use a wire hanger. So this is jute that's wrapped on wire. And I'm going to cut this because it's frayed. And what I've been doing is yeah, you're going to act up, aren't you? Yep. You're going to act crazy. It's okay. Why you're coming unraveled. Seriously. I guess I'm going to get me another piece because I can't handle that. I don't know why it's coming unraveled like that. I don't know, it's all going to do this. It is. Ah. I'll tell you what. Where there's a will, there's a way, right? Push it through before I get it. Well, it's all fraying. Even what's on here, it's fraying. I don't know why it's doing it. I'm going to put a little tape on the end of it. And then I'll feel that this is just painter's tape. And I'll peel it off before I finish. Hot glue in. Yeah. I could have done hot glue too. Now, we're cooking with oil. That's what people say. So I like to push my jute through. It's still trying to be a booger. And then what I like to do, I'm going to take the tape off, hopefully. I'm going to cut it off. Y'all, this morning I got a little scared. We've had a little bit of sickness at our church. Some of our church members have been dealing with strep throat. I woke up, and about 30 minutes after I woke up, I got the worst sore throat. I was like, oh, Jesus, please help me. But thank God it's better. I think it's just sinuses draining. I teach kids on Sunday morning, and, you know, there's a chance when you're a Sunday school teacher. Yep, it's still trying to give me trouble. I got some of these cool scissors off Temu. Has anybody gotten any of these? They're really cheap, but they cut really good. I got one pair. This pair I can use for fabric. And I got another pair. I put a piece of tape on it and labeled for paper. They're like $1 or something a pair. They're really nice scissors. If you're not a Temu fan, I'm sorry. Please don't. I don't want to know. Okay. So, see, now we have a nice hanger. Okay. I wouldn't be scared to hang that on my door or anywhere now. Okay. So, let's see. I got 10 minutes. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. So, I'm going to take my stencil. Oh, no. I'm going to fuzz it. Almost messed up. I'm going to fuzz it. Because you don't want it to be too sticky. Then I'm going to line my stencil back up. Still pretty sticky. Woo! It's still pretty sticky. Goodness. It's so sticky. Let's try this again. Now listen, I also want to remind you, up after me is Quality Crafts by Kathy. And she is a mess and a half. You all don't want to miss that. I'm sure she's got some crazy costumes. She's got Marsha there with her. They're probably going to do some more trivia and more crazy. So, you got to go see Kathy and Marsha, because Marsha's visiting. That's another one, y'all, that I had. I really had a good time. We had so much fun visiting at that meet and greet. We went and ate lunch with Marsha. Not Marsha. Marsha didn't get to come. Marsha got sick on us. We had so much fun. We got to go eat with Kathy and her and Dawn and yeah, I'm having trouble getting this to line up. I'm not worried about the cow and not the... I thought if I could get those words to line up, I'd have it straight. But I'm having trouble. Y'all may not get to see this. It is still so sticky. I don't know why it feels stickier than it did when I started. We got to meet Ralph. We went to eat with Ralph and his wife. And I know her name, but I can't say it. And Kathy and Dawn. And Melissa and her husband. And we also with Deb Kraus and her husband. She's a follower. Y'all, it's still so sticky. Oh, I apologize. I don't know why it's giving me such a hard time. I buzzed it, buzzed it, buzzed it, buzzed it. It's so sticky. I shouldn't be complaining because I've had some stencils not sticky enough, but this one's definitely sticky. I got quite embarrassed on the trip because I got Deb Kraus mixed up with someone else. And so she's telling me, no, that's not me. I was so embarrassed. Y'all, it's not lined up the way it needs to be. It's still off. I may have to do this off camera. Maybe my nerves are getting the best of me. Put parchment under it till you line up the top. That might be a good idea. It's still off, so I'm not going to apply my stuff until I get it just right. I may just have to do it off camera because I think my nerves are getting the best of me here. And that happens sometimes. I don't know where my Teflon sheet is. I know if I could get those words to line up right. It's almost like I might have stretched my stencil a little. And I pulled it up, maybe. That's closer. I think that might work. That might work right there. Okay, we're going to try it. All else, you know, hey, I'm a crafter. I tell people that all the time. I'm a crafter. This stencil's not stretched. I don't know. It might have got a little stretched. But that's okay. I think I got it now. So I'm just going to go mostly over, because I didn't do the cow. So I'm just going to cover up my flowers. Just the flowers. To get all those details back. I got his ear a little bit. Oh well. And if you're interested in this stencil, I'd love to give you a link to it. I do sell these. I'm not a pushy salesperson though. But I would love to have your order if you're going to order. Just want to put that out there. I got this. I want to put it on a shirt. I got some on my fingers. I didn't try to get to ink it anywhere else. I think it'll be okay. I'll lay this right here since the live's almost over. take it and wash it. There we go. Like I said, I'm going to come in with a paintbrush and touch up my little spots where my letters bled. Your washer is done. It's the ink you use. Yes, I used ink. And the reason I used, you can use paste. You can use paste on signs. Chalk paste is fine. But the reason I did ink, for one, it's permanent. Dry it, let it cure a little bit, you're good. For two, if you're going to apply paint and you have chalk paste, sometimes it'll bleed and it'll go in together because chalk and water make paint, okay? So doing it with paste makes your paint separate from your ink and it doesn't smudge. So that's why I did it with ink. Most people will tell you use ink for clothing, things of fabric and that kind of thing, and use paste for signs and things like that. That's the general rule of thumb. I did this on purpose, just so you know. What's that say? Nerve block. Helped a little. Have MRI tomorrow. Lots of pain. Oh, Anita. I'm so sorry. I'll be praying for you because, you know, I believe that God can touch you and he can take that pain away. So my time is up and I'm going to end with prayer. Lord Jesus, I thank you for this day. I thank you for everyone that's here. I thank you, God, for we can call on you at any time. And I pray for Anita, God, that you would touch her, that you would take away the pain that she's in. In Jesus' name, amen. God bless y'all. Please go see Quality Crafts by Kathy, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.